Welcome to Mr. Math Academy. Grow your math brain.
Hello students. Welcome back to Mr. Math Academy. Okay, in the previous videos and all I have explained pair of linear equation in two variable. Okay, let us go for the next chapter, circle. Okay, in this circle most important we have to learn these key points. Once you understand all these points, okay, it is easy to learn the concept whatever related to the circles. One most important thing is in the examination. Okay, in the examination you will get around 6 marks you will get. Okay, in the 6 marks you will get. The main thing is two theorems are there, small theorems. Definitely into one will be there for the examination for 3 marks. Okay, 3 marks one question will be there as a circle theorem. Okay, only two theorems are there, in that one will be there definitely, and one more 2 marks question is there. Then in multiple choice one question will be there, so totally you will get 6 marks, and it is very easy so that you can get all the 6 marks without fail. So listen carefully, try to understand. Okay, repeatedly watch once if you are not getting the clarity, so that you will get better knowledge and you can write very well in the examination. By saying that, let us continue ahead. Let us go for the meaning of the circle. Okay, whatever you see the shape in a round, okay, that is a circle. So we need to say the definition, right? So what do we call meaning of circle is, so it is a collection of all the points. It is a collection of, imagine these are all the points. It is a collection of all the points which are equidistant from the center. Consider this as a center. Okay, consider this as a center. Consider this as a center, which are equidistant from the center. Circle is a collection of all the points. It is a collection of all. Circle is a collection of all the points. It is a collection of all the points which are equidistant from the center. This is the center, this is equidistance. Okay, this is the equidistance. If it is a 5 centimeter here, this is also 5 centimeter, this is also 5 centimeter. Like this, if you get the round figure, we call this the circle. So circle is a collection of all the points which are equidistant from the center is known as circle. So what is the circumference of the circle? Circumference of the circle is nothing but outer boundary of the any figure is known as a circumference. Okay, perimeter is outer boundary of any figure. For circle what will happen? Perimeter is nothing but circumference only. So outer boundary completely we call it as a circumference. Circumference. Outer boundary of a circle is known as circumference. Perimeter of a circle is also circumference only. What is the formula for this? 2 pi r. Remember, outer boundary of the circle we call it as a circumference. Okay, perimeter of the circumference, perimeter of the circle and circumference both are equal, same only. Okay, the formula of circumference is 2 pi r, where r is the radius. Now next, what is their area? To find this complete area, okay, this entire area. So for if this is a circle, if you want to find entire this area, the formula is area is equal to pi r square. Remember, pi r square. So what is chord now? Chord is nothing but, okay, the line joining the circumference of the circle at 2 points is known as chord. Okay, the line joining the circumference of the circle at 2 points is known as chord. How many chords we can draw means so many, in the sense plenty of numbers, infinity number of lines we can draw in the circle like that. So there are so many chords we can draw. How many chords? Infinity number of chords we can able to draw. Okay, and the biggest chord is diameter. See, the biggest, this is the diameter. Imagine this is passing from the center, so this is called it as a chord, that is biggest chord, and this is also known as diameter, diameter of the circle. Okay, now if this is a diameter, from here to here it is r, radius r, from here to here it is r, again here also it is r. So complete diameter, what will happen? Diameter is equal to twice r. remember r plus r gives completely diameter. In the sense diameter is equal to twice the radius. This is also over, this is also over, chord also over. Now secant. What is the meaning of secant? Okay, secant is nothing but this is a circle. Okay, if the line is passing out touching the circumference of the circle is known as secant. Is known as secant. It should pass us, okay, it should from the 2 points of the circumference of the circle like this. If it is, we call it as a secant. Now if it is just touching the 2 points here, we call this as a chord. Okay, so this is also over, this is also over, diameter also over. Now let us go to the major arc. Okay, so the diameter is, already had told, if this is a circle, this is a diameter. Okay, diameter in the sense if this is a midpoint, this is also radius, from here to here this is radius. Twice the radius is equal to diameter. Okay, now over. Now major arc, if this is a circle, if you consider, and consider this as a point and draw the chord here. Okay, for our reference, this arc is nothing but small is there, no, compared to this arc, so we call it as a minor arc. This is called minor arc. Now this is major arc. See, from here to here it is so big. From here to here it is so big. We call this as a major arc. What do we call this as a major arc? Okay, the most important is tangent. Okay, what is the meaning of tangent? I'll tell. Go for the tangent. Okay, tangent is a line touching at the circumference of the circle at only one point. See, this is a one point. Now this is a tangent. This we call it as a tangent. It is touching at the only one point. It is not possible on the circumference of the circle. If you draw the line, it will touch at only one point. That is, we call it as a tangent. For example, take a bangle, keep a broomstick or anything on the bangle so that it will touch at the only one point. That line we call it as a tangent. So how many parallel tangents we can draw means only two. From here, see, this is the parallel tangents. That's all we can able to draw. Now one more thing is there. See, this is now this line, this is a circle. This line is non-intersecting line. Non-intersecting line. Non-intersecting line. This is intersecting line, and this we call it as a secant. Okay, that is what the difference between those two. Let us go for the concept using some models. Okay, so students, let us go to some concept we have to understand through this. So this is the diameter. Okay, this line is a diameter, and this is the angle formed at the circumference of the circle because of this diameter. Okay, this angle is always 90 degree. Okay, if you want you can. Okay students, in this model, see, this is a circle and this is a diameter. When we draw the angle at the circumference of the circle, what will happen? You will get definitely 90 degree only. This type of model you can do at home also. See, if you measure, you will get exactly 90 degree. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Wherever you do, you will get 90 degree only. See, you will get exactly 90 degree. You will get exactly 90 degree. In the sense, when you draw the diameter in the circle, angle at the circumference, it forms always 90 degree. Okay, so let us go for the another model. Okay, what is that? This one. See, now what will happen if I draw this one. See, now this is a chord. This we call it as a chord. Okay, now angles, this arc is minor arc. As I said here, minor arc. Okay, here also this is minor arc. This is major arc. Angles formed at the minor arc is always more than 90 degree, in the sense obtuse. Okay, just if you measure, you can see around 110 is there. Okay, here also 110, here also 110, all will be 110. If you, as you change the line, angles will get differ, but remember, you will get more than 90 degree, that is obtuse angle. Here what will happen, angle in the major arc is always acute, less than 90 degree. If you measure how much you are getting here, see 65, wherever you measure now, for this chord, this is 65 here. Okay, 65. If I change the chord length here, the angle will vary. But remember, when it is at the center of the circle, okay, on the chord, the angle at the circumference of the circle is 90 degree. If the chord is little up, the angle at the minor arc is always more than 90 degree. Angles at the major arc always less than 90 degree. Okay, let us go to learn the concept of tangent now. Okay, concept of tangent, as I said here, tangent. Okay, so this is a circle, and this is a radius, this is also radius, this is also radius. Now this line we call it as a tangents. Okay, let us go ahead. Just I'll give I interchange this one figure so that I can explain neatly. So this line we call it as a tangent. Remember, tangent and the radius, tangent and the radius, angle between the tangent and the radius is always 90 degree, is always 90 degree. See, this is the tangent, see, this is a tangent, this is the point, external point, this is the center of the circle, and this is the external point. Tangent drawn from the external point to the circle. See, this is the external point, I am drawing the tangent. So what will happen, here you will get 90 degree. If you draw tangent here, here also you will get 90 degree. As the tangent, if I move here front, what will happen, angle will increase. Okay, tangent will varies like this. Okay, finally what I wanted to tell you means, just you have to remember, for this tangent at the external point to the radius, what will happen, exactly 90 degree. This concept you have to remember. Let us go for the exercise 4.1 in the chapter. Let us go for the exercise 4.1. In this first question is, how many tangents can a circle have? You know that a circle is made up of infinity number of points. Okay, so many number of points are there, in the sense infinity number of points are there. So obviously infinity number of tangents you can able to draw. See, this is one tangent, this is one tangent, this is one tangent, tangent, like this. On the circumference of the circle, how many tangents you can draw means infinity number of tangents you can draw. How many tangents? Infinity. Okay, next we have to fill the blanks. A tangent to a circle intersect it in, see, this is the circle, this is the tangent, this is the tangent, intersects at only one exact point. So tangent to a circle intersect it in exact one point, exact one point. This is the one point, one tangent, because okay, they are asking a tangent, single tangent, it touches the circumference of the circle at only one point. Over. A line intersecting, as I said, intersecting means it should pass like this, intersecting line. This we call it as a line intersecting in a circle in 2 points is, see, these are the 2 points intersecting. So what do we call this? Is a secant. This we call it as a secant. If it is not passing through this circumference of the circle, just if it is touching here on the circumference of the circle, we call it as a chord. Okay, a circle can have dash parallel tangents. As I said, only 2 parallel tangents at the most, 2 parallel tangents at the most we can draw on the circumference of the circle. The common point of the tangent, okay, just a minute, let us go. See, already I had known the common point of a tangent. This is a circle, this is the circle point here. Okay, the common point of a tangent, so I'll draw the point of a tangent. So this is a tangent and it is the point. A common point of a tangent, this is the point of a tangent to a circle, and the circle, for this circle this is the common point, so this we call as, this point we call it as point of contact. What I have to write here? Point of contact. Okay, let us go for a tangent PQ. So we have to simplify this. I'll erase this one first. Let us go for question number 3. A tangent PQ. See, this is a circle. This is a tangent PQ. Okay. A tangent PQ at a point P. At a point P. At a point P means I should write P here, not here. Okay. At a point P, a tangent PQ. Now this is a tangent at a point P of a circle of radius 5 centimeter. Radius, how much they are giving? 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. This is the 90 degree. Remember, I told in the model also, for this radius, if you draw the tangent, there will be a 90 degree. So 5 centimeter meets a line through the center O. This is the center O at a point Q. So that at a point Q, here is the Q, so that OQ, this is the length OQ, is 12 centimeter. Now I have to find the value of PQ. By applying Pythagoras theorem, we'll find the value of PQ. So this is the hypotenuse. OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square. This is the hypotenuse. Square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Pythagoras theorem states like that only, right? Square on the hypotenuse, okay, is equal to, so for Pythagoras theorem, what Pythagoras theorem said that in a right angle triangle, square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Okay, square on the hypotenuse, square on the hypotenuse. Okay, this is the biggest side of a right angle triangle is the hypotenuse. Square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the remaining two sides, OP and PQ, remaining two sides. So what I have to do now, just we have to substitute the value here. OQ how much? 12 square. OP how much? 5 square. PQ I have to find out. 12 12s are 144, which is equal to 5 5s are 25 plus PQ square. Okay, I'll erase here now. PQ square. Take 25 to the LHS, it will become 144 minus 25, which is equal to PQ square. 144 minus 25 is 119, which is equal to PQ square. If you remove this square, it will get root. Okay, so root of 119 is equal to PQ. So what is PQ here? 119. In the sense, the PQ is, the option D is correct. Okay, option D is correct. Let us go for fourth question. Draw a circle. I had drawn the circle. Two lines parallel to a given line. Two lines parallel to a given line. They are not given lines, so we have to take a line somewhere here. Okay, this is a L line. Okay, two lines such that we have to draw two lines parallel. That two parallel such that one is a tangent. For this parallel line, I'll draw here. Okay, this is parallel and this is a tangent P. Okay, now, and another one is secant. Another one is they want secant. So another one is also parallel. I am drawing. See, parallel to this. This is parallel to this. This we call it as P. P don't want. LM I will take. LM. Okay, this is secant. So I had drawn circle and two lines. These are the two lines parallel. They are the parallel to a given line. For this line, these two lines are the parallel. That one is a tangent, another one is a secant. This completes exercise 4.1. In the next video, I will explain theorem and exercise 4.2. I'll go Okay, if you understood this concept, this exercise and this introduction, everything, okay, kindly subscribe and share it to your friends also. Till then, be with Mr. Math Academy.